Hey guys, it's Rebecca from Oily Ruckus. I had a member who I was talking to this morning who was asking some questions about carrier oils and using them with her kids. She asked me for like a demo of how to do carrier oils. It's really simple, but I thought I would borrow my assistant Elijah and we would show you how to use carrier oils and go over a few carrier oil tips real quick. So the first thing I want to talk about is why we use carrier oils. And there are a lot of Young Living users who use their oils neat. I do not teach my downline to do it that way. And there's three reasons why. First of all, you can have a risk of sensitizing. Hold on, Elijah. Hold on, Caleb. You can have a risk of sensitizing with essential oils. So just like with anything, there's some people who can eat something while they're kids, and then when they become adults, they develop an allergic reaction to it, just because they've had it so much or it's interacted with their body weird. So when we use carrier oils, it reduces the risk of having a sensitizing effect. It just makes it easier. It's just a slightly safer way to go about it. It also helps trap essential oils to the skin. Essential oils have very, very tiny molecules, and a one drop is not very much. So on a hot summer day, it can evaporate just like that. So when we use a carrier oil, it helps trap those essential oils to the skin and make it easier for them to be fully absorbed into the body. And then finally, we use it to save money. Everybody likes to save money. Yes, everybody likes to save money. So, for example, if you were to put a carrier oil or an essential oil on your shoulder and you weren't using any carrier oil with it, you would need several drops to coat your entire shoulder. But if you use a carrier oil with it, you can stretch those drops and make them go further. With essential oils, more is not necessarily better. It's the frequency that you want to look at. So 1 to 2 drops is generally where you want to start. And if you're using 10 drops, you're not going to get that much more benefit from it. So save money and use your carrier oil to stretch your essential oils. So that's why I always teach people, thank you, Elijah, that's why I always teach people to use carrier oils when they use essential oils. Now, how much do we dilute it? I'm pretty conservative in how I do my essential oils. There is a general rule of 1 drop to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil for infants, 1 drop to 1 teaspoon of carrier oil for kids, and then there's also directions on the back of the bottles of how far to dilute it. So like Thieves is 1 drop of Thieves to 4 drops of carrier oil. So those are kind of some starting points. You, of course, get to pick your own way of doing things because you are in charge of your wellness. But that's generally where we start. And then you can adjust it from there to meet your family's needs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you actually use the carrier oil with your essential oils.
Yeah.
Okay? So hold on, buddy, I'll help you in a minute. So there's a few different ways that you can use it. So first of all, a carrier oil is any fatty oil. So vegetable oil, canola oil, those don't count. They're kind of nasty on the inside of your body and outside of your body, so those we don't want to use. But a carrier oil is really any kind of fatty oil. So this is my fractionated coconut oil.
Yeah.
This is my regular coconut oil, my big container from Costco.
Yeah.
The difference between these two, okay, you gotta be quiet, okay? The difference between these two is that this one just has the solids taken out. So it works really well to put into things like homemade roller bottles to make it easier to put essential oils on your kids. So you can use those. We use sweet almond oil sometimes. We have argan oil, which is fantastic for skincare and to put on your face. So we use that. We also have carrier oil sticks. I just found this one on Etsy. I also have a recipe on how to make these in the file section, so you can also make these by hand. They're pretty easy. I just was lazy and went and bought them. But that is a very handy way to do it. So when you pick your carrier oil, you can put it in your roller bottle. You can put it in a separate container. We have little containers through our house in like all the little different rooms. This is just regular coconut oil, and we keep them handy so that we don't have to track down carrier oil whenever we want to use our oils.
Yeah.
So you have lots of options. So you can use any of those, whatever floats your boat. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If you are going to get a carrier oil, look for organic, cold pressed, unrefined. So please don't go out and buy the super refined coconut oil because that's not going to do you any good. There are therapeutic benefits to your carrier oil as well, okay? And also is becoming so prevalent. You can find organic coconut oil at Walmart and Aldi now. I mean, everybody has this, so you don't have to special order it. Okay, so Elijah is going to help me. He's going to help us show you how to use carrier oil on your kids. Okay, so I'm just going to put, and I generally eyeball this because that's just kind of where I'm at with things at this point in my life. So I just put a little bit of coconut oil on my finger, right?
Yeah.
And then we just rub it all over his forehead.
Yeah.
And we're going to use some lavender. Lavender is one of our favorite oils at bedtime, right, Elijah?
Yeah.
When the kids are wound up or after a nap or after a bath, we like to use lavender. So you just rub it on like that. So you saw how quick that was. A little carrier oil, a little lavender, and off we go. Your tip for getting essential oils out of your bottle and not wasting them, don't do this. You'll end up with 2-3 drops and it's a waste. Instead, put your finger over the top, turn it upside down, turn it right side up, and that's a scant drop, not a full drop, but a scant drop, and so close enough, okay?
Yeah.
So, lavender, very calming and soothing, right, buddy?
Yeah.
We like that one. So now we're going to show you how to put it on his spine. I really like the spine area for essential oils. We're going to use, let's use our carrier stick this time. We could use our regular coconut oil, but I sure like this carrier stick. I have one in my purse, so I don't have to worry about coconut oil melting all over my purse.
Yeah.
So if we're going to use a carrier stick, we just go like this, okay? Super simple. And let's do some purification back there.
Oh, it's tickle.
I know it tickles a little bit. So we're going to take our drop, and we're just going to run it up and down his spine. Yep. Good job. There we go.
Yeah.
So there's that. Now, the other thing we like to do a lot, Elijah,
Yeah.
is we like to put oils. Where do we like to put oils? What's the other place we put oils on you?
On this.
We put it on our neck. Where else do we put our oils?
Not on a nail.
Do we put them on our feet?
Yeah.
We do. We like to use thieves on the bottom of our feet. So the way we do that, and you can use your roller bottle, this makes it really easy to catch a bunch of feet at the same time. If you use your roller bottle, you just go like that.
It tickles.
You pre-dilute it in your roller bottle, so
Yeah.
your carrier oil and thieves is already pre-mixed, so you don't even have to stop and use two different things. And it's that simple.
And blow it. Blow it.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So there. We like to blow it at our house. It makes it absorb. It doesn't really do anything. But the kids think it makes it absorb better, so that's what we do. We go ahead and play along, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so two more things. Where do you put your essential oils? If you have something that you are wanting to target, then you put it on that area. Pretty simple, okay? So like let's say you go out and you exercise really hard and your muscles are sore. Well, you would put your essential oil on your muscles. Pretty simple. Let's say that you are wanting some emotional support and you're having a hard day and you're a little bit stressed out. Where would you put your essential oils in that situation? We like to aim for thin skin in that situation, okay?
Yeah.
So we would do behind the ears, at the temples, on the back of the neck, even behind the knees. So any of those spots would be good to put your essential oil with your carrier oil in that situation. When we talk in the group about using essential oils on our bodies, we have kind of the understanding that you're going to be using a carrier oil with it. So just make sure you have a carrier oil handy. There's lots of people who use oils neat. That's their choice, and if you do that, I understand. But in our family, and the way we teach our group, we like to use our carrier oils. All right? If you have questions, let me know. Thank you, Elijah. You were a great assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bye.